Huh? Huh? Huh?
Hey now, and welcome down to KC Toy Reviews. We are here today with the new Batman Ninja 1/6 Samurai version. I've been seeing it go around as the version 2.0. Originally, there was a 1.0 Batman version by Star Ace Toys, and again, this is by Star Ace Toys. I'll do a comparison at the end of this video, but as always, let's focus on the 2.0/Samurai version and dive right in. All right, so some of the highs and some of the lows. Immediately, one of the first things that comes to mind is the price of this figure is crazy high, something like $270 plus shipping fees, depending on where you ordered this thing from. So, Star Ace, you guys need to figure out a way to get your products and your materials and your pricing down, because this thing doesn't even compare to Hot Toys. Not saying it's bad, but I'm really trying to think of one of the most recent Hot Toy releases, which was the Batman Beyond. And that one was amazing. And I'm pretty sure you can pick that up for somewhere around $240 to $260. Nonetheless, it is most certainly less than what we have in front of us. And as far as quality and comparison, they don't even stand a chance to one another. Hot Toys blows this thing out of the water. But swinging back into the focus on this, it is amazing. It is great for what it is. It's just, man, that price was nuts. One of the first things that immediately comes to mind, especially looking at this not only through my own eyes but through the lens of the camera, face sculpt here, right? It is kind of bad quality. I mean, if I were literally to just rank the face sculpt alone, or the mouth texture, you know, the way it looks, I don't know if they're going to try to pawn off that it was a cartoon and that's what they were going after. But man, it's like a 3 out of 10. It's really awful. It looks super toyish, like a McFarlane, Spawn type toy or something. Just wanted to get a little bit of a close up of the face sculpt here for everybody. For the cartoon aspect that they're going after for, it's not horrible. But what we are used to in today's age, even with third-party companies like So and Toys R Us, we have some incredible face sculpts coming out there. So I would say that Star Ace needs to most certainly kick it up in the face sculpt / in this case, chin sculpt, half face sculpt category. It's not horrible, but I'm pretty sure that everybody can see what I'm seeing, that this just looks like a McFarlane, face sculpt on an incredibly detailed 1/6 body. So Star Ace, this is one of my only true criticisms of this figure here, is the face sculpts. You have to improve on those. Past that, pretty good as far as the quality. Star Ace doesn't have the greatest track record, especially when I look in the groups. People bash them constantly. I don't think this thing's horrible. It has like a rubber undersuit, so it has decent articulation. I don't think it's going to destroy the suit. So I really do think you can pose it and get some cool poses out of this thing. The only downfall, I guess, would be is the armor. It has just layers upon layers. What you see here was actually added, and as always, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to mess with it, but this piece I had to kind of install on there, so consider this an extra / accessory. The shoulder pieces as well. Cool thing is these shoulder pieces are magnetic, so those are pretty easy to take on and off. Thought that was a cool little touch there. As I put this guy on the stand, he's so top heavy and has so much stuff on him that I thought to myself, they have all these cool magnetic features. Why wouldn't they have added something within the feet and the stand to really grab him and grasp him on the stand? So just a little feedback out there, Star Ace. In the future, adding some magnetic features to the feet and stand couldn't hurt. This guy is most certainly top heavy. A random note, I did not get the horse. The horse is an accessory. It was another $100 to get it, so I just cheaped out, and I didn't really want a horse in my collection. I don't have any type of things like that or vehicles, so just really didn't match. So there was a piece of cheaping out on it / why would I want a horse in my cabinet? Horse looks cool. I can throw up a couple pictures just so everybody's aware that it does add another layer and dimension to this guy. It really does look fantastic, and my wife really wanted me to get the horse. But nonetheless, I cheaped out, didn't get the horse, don't want it in my collection, but it's out there, another $100. I think it rounds out just shy of $400 if you want this guy with the horse, which isn't horrible. Considering the new Hell Ranger / Ghost Rider horse was like $200 alone. They're really saying, hey, for another $100, I'll give you a horse, which, not a bad deal. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are layers upon layers on this guy, which are, I would say, just cool. You know, I always try to think, is there anything bad about that? I mean, he's a little top heavy, and over time, maybe some things could come loose, but it's really just armor over a rubber suit, over armor, you know, over the magnetic pieces that you put on top of that. The rope here is kind of like an actual real rope, which is cool. You have some real life texture in there. This belt piece was fantastic. The cape has wire through it, so you can really do some cool posing. You can do some cool posing with the cape. So again, we have wire spun throughout the cape on different layers too. So it kind of comes down. We have wire, goes back up, 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 up. So we have this really fantastic cape that he comes with here. Yeah, this thing's really amazing. I think they did a fantastic job. I don't know if you've seen the anime or not. It's okay. I'd probably rate the anime a 5.2 out of 10. It's more just eye candy story-wise and what's going on. It's kind of stupid. But it's led to some amazing figures. I don't think I'm going to pick up the Catwoman necessarily. I do have the Joker. Probably have that review up shortly. I've had him a while, but now that I have this guy up, might as well put the Joker review up too, just so we can have a comparison and a little contrast of the two, and maybe even a comparison video there. Accessory-wise, we have two samurai swords, as we can see here. Here's one. I have another one in here that is actually sheath. If we pull that out, we can actually pull those in and out. So pretty cool looking sword here. It's plastic, not die cast, so it is bendable. Put that guy back. And just trying to go through the list here, we have this tiny little batarang here. I'm sure these have an official name, but I have no idea what they're called. So these little knives, these little throwing knives. I do know they're throwing knives, so if anybody's going to bash me. Pretty cool detail. We have a little handle, and there's two of these and two of the batarangs, the last thing that I showed. So we have a pair of each. We have this guy, which was supposed to, quote-unquote, go on its knee somewhere around here. I couldn't figure it out for the life of me where the hell it goes, so I'm sure pictures-wise or somebody can figure it out, but just FYI, we have two of these. And then we have two of these. I'm thinking this is purely for the horse. They look like sandals for him, but I'm guessing they clip into the horse saddle some way because it doesn't make sense based off of the way they are here. Looks like that'd be a hell of a balancing act, so guessing that these are for the horse that I cheaped out on. Yep. And lastly, as far as accessories, these leg pieces, there's three of them. Again, magnetic pieces that kind of clip on here, just an upgrade to the version 1.0. There's three of them. There's one here, one on the other side, and one for the crotch area, but I've only, for the sake of the video, put two here. For some reason, the crotch area one, and it's kind of weird that I'm tapping and touching the crotch area like this, so I apologize to everybody. This might officially be an 18-plus video. Whoosh! All right, and last up, we're going to do just a quick comparison and side-by-side of the two. I'm not going to go too nuts. Visually, the differences are probably pretty obvious. On the right, we have the version 1.0 by Star Ace and the version 2.0 / Samurai version on the left. I think what they've done is just kind of taken the right and piled on a bunch of armor and thrown a little different face sculpt / what do we call it? Chin sculpt on there. Nonetheless, it's a pretty significant upgrade. I think they both look fantastic. I love the line. Really, really happy with what we have in front of us and the contrast between the two. Happy with the upgrade. I was scared at first, thinking it was just going to be, the version 1.0 with some different stuff on top of it. And then I was just they were going to look the same, but they look significantly different. So I am very, very happy at the change. But yeah, 1.0 on the right, 2.0 on the left. Just if kind of as we close out and go to our review, snapshot of really the difference and upgrade between the two versions here. And lastly, I'd just say again, they look fantastic. All right, and swinging back into our review, and we're going to go ahead and slap a score on this guy. As always, I do want to note this does have a stand. I'm pretty sure that this is an officially licensed figure, so we have a stand, everything on it, the logo, the Batman symbol on there, the Batman Ninja, a little bit of a Japanese writing on there. Yeah, shout out to my wife. But yeah, nonetheless, my wife is Japanese. That didn't make sense if I didn't say that. But yeah, nonetheless, the figure is amazing. They've done a fantastic job. A little bit of, before we go into a review last time, hit the camera. Last thing I would note here is the, what do you want to call this, rock and roll hair that we have on here, which is cool. But yeah, as always, last thing we're going to do, throw a review on this guy. Batman Samurai version 2.0. Batman Ninja, should I say. So I think we're going to go ahead and round this guy out with an 8.3 out of 10. They've done a really fantastic job with some upgrades over the version 1.0. However, I still love the simplicity and the less layers in the 1.0. So I'm not saying that just adding more and putting some armor and extra stuff on there just makes it cooler. But nonetheless, I'm excited and really do like what they have done here. And that's it for us today here at KC Toys. We're going to go ahead and round today's review out again at an 8.3 out of 10. Batman Ninja Samurai version. See you guys next time.
Huh?